Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've run out of frozen fish food. I've got the auto feeder up there with pellets, but I like to give my fish a varied diet. So let's go to Krackking Korals. Alright guys, I'm at Krackking Korals. I'm gonna walk in now and I'll show you the store around and we'll go grab the fish food that I need. So that is the exact same tank that I've got at home in this store. And it was actually one of the first K1800s that I've seen set up. But as you know, mine's in white. And then yeah, Krackking Korals have heaps of Zoa frags. I got hammers. This is really cool. It's like a chuck it in sort of tank. There's heaps of stuff in there with a mangrove at the top. What we are really here for is some oceannutrition food. This brand I've been using for a long time. Really enjoy it. It's as you can tell, they got heaps and heaps of different. Well, you got flakes and then pellets. So they got marine pellets. You can sort of see, let it focus. So that's a medium pellet, which that'll be fine for your medium fish. Over here in the freezer, this is probably what you all sort of feed your fish. So we got mysis, copepods, pretty much everything. Even, look at this. So if you have like a puff fish or a really picky eating fish, they sell clams on a half shell, which I didn't actually know. So I don't have anything that'll eat that, but also seems like copper bands like it, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up a few of these and then also a couple of the pellets as well. They're over there. But yeah, I'll show you around the shop as well because it's kind of cool. Torches are pretty cool. That torch out the front is like really gold. Some massive, I think it's torches. Yeah, torches at the back there. Hammers, you got hammers. And then look at all these different types of frags they got. Spoke with Ben. He said these are probably the best 6 ocean nutrition mixes I can get. So this one, the Marine Quintet, has all your different types, which is pretty cool. Then you got Artemia brine shrimp. That's, you know, brine shrimp. Everyone loves brine shrimp. I'm gonna pick up some mysis. Every fish loves mysis. And then what else we got here? So Ben also said this krill is a bit bigger than brine shrimp. And then as you can see here too, it's also a freshwater fish food. So if you've got freshwater fish as well, looks like pretty much everything can eat the krill. So that's cool. So Ocean Nutrition don't just do fish food for saltwater fish, but they also do fish food for freshwater fish. Also recommended the marine fish eggs. As you can tell, it's also got a freshwater fish on there, but I'm not too sure. And then also this. So this is for your bigger fish, like your angelfish. So that's the 6 I'll be picking up today. I'll go take that to the front desk. So, and then I'll come back and grab the fresh food. Alright guys, good afternoon again. Yesterday you saw me go to Krackking Korals. I was there until they closed, so I didn't actually get the time to film me going home and, well, feeding the food that I went and bought. So the fish have gone a day without. So right now the tank's looking great. Absolutely loving how everything's looking. You can tell the fish are real hungry. They haven't had frozen food in a few weeks now. They've just been on the pellets that are up there, and I've been feeding them the Oceannutrition prime reef flakes that I already had. Someone recommended that, so I went and got those a while ago now. Let's get into the frozen food that I picked up yesterday. I've got a cup out already. Defrost the frozen food in the cup. So let's open it back up and just double check on what we think the fish might like. Nothing else in there. That's right. I got the marine quintet, so we might open that and have a look at that too. I really want to feed the marine fish eggs because Ben said they were actually rather large fish eggs. So I thought they would have been small, but I'm interested to see that. And then might chuck some brine shrimp in as well. So the marine quintet, that's one that Ben said was really good because you got multiple different types of food in there. So the crude protein and all the ingredients, everything that's in there, they should be fed 2 to 3 times a day. Yes, your fish should be fed 2 to 3 times a day, but that quantity depends on how much fish you have. So this 1 cube might actually last you the whole day, depending on how many fish you have. My fish can probably smash this whole box if they wanted to, but my nutrients would go sky high if that happened. Yeah, so that looks sick. Little bit of leakage. I did go to the shops after I went and saw Ben, so I had a feeling that they would have defrosted a little bit. That's on me. But yeah, each individual cube is packaged, and I don't know, looks like fish eggs in the middle, maybe brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, fish eggs, and then something else. I haven't actually looked. Let's just leave that there for a second and compare. So krill, doesn't look like that has any krill. Mysis, doesn't actually look like it uses mysis either. The one I'm looking at now is fish eggs, and it looks like that is fish eggs to me. And then we've got brine shrimp, which looks like the first one's brine shrimp. So it's just a mix of fish food. That's pretty cool. I don't really need to open up the other packets and show you guys, but they're all packaged the exact same, really clean. Makes it easy, right? So you get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You get 35 serves in one packet, and I believe that is for most of them. So this one you get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for the fish eggs, so I'm just guessing the serving size of the fish eggs are actually larger. Yeah. So you get 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 servings of fish eggs. What I'm going to do while I'm handling it is we're going to chuck one of the fish eggs into the glass. So really easy. You just push on the back and it comes out nice as. So chuck that back in. So I know I put some fish eggs in there. I'm probably going to next put some brine shrimp in, and this marine quintet I'll probably leave throughout the week just so I can vary it. But for today we'll do a big feeding, a little bit of a catch-up feeding for the fish. If you don't know what to choose the marine quintet because your fish will get a wide variety. So right now in the glass we've got fish eggs. This one is the mysis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 servings. Basically never going to run out. Even if you feed one a day, that's a whole month. And I think in Australia it only costs me about somewhere around the 12 to 10 to $15, maybe $20 mark, depending on the fish store and the markup. I'm not too sure what the recommended retail price is. It does vary between stores, and sometimes you can find these on special too. So yeah, that's good. We'll chuck a mysis in there. What we're going to chuck in is some chopped mussels. I'm actually excited to see the mussels defrost, see how large they are. We'll chuck that in. So that's chopped mussels. Let me try and reach in and grab that out. So the chopped mussels looks pretty good, to be honest. For the serving size, yeah, I'd say my tank probably needs 2, just with the bird nose wrasse. They're just going to destroy those mussels. They're going to go nuts for them. But yeah, a lot of your bigger fish, angelfish, will probably like the chopped mussels. What have I got here still sitting out? Oh, item of brine shrimp. We'll chuck some of that in. So brine shrimp is a smaller food, but I do have smaller fish. Your smaller fish, even your shrimp, your clownfish. I do have 2 chromis left, so the chromis will enjoy that. So the krill. So krill is supposedly a bigger version of mysis shrimp. If you find that mysis shrimp's too small for your fish and they keep missing it, go for the krill. So we'll chuck one of them in. Well, that was a really crisp pop. That was nice. So that's the krill in there. Artemar brine shrimp, mussels, mysis, and marine fish eggs. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much going to be the same thing as putting one of every one of these in, I'd say. So I'm just going to let that defrost. Alright, so as you can see, I've added a little bit of tank water just to speed up the process of, well, defrosting. You can still see it's a bit chunky in there. Probably the chopped mussels, to be honest, that's chunky. But let's take this over to the fish tank and see what the fish think of it. Alright, so you can see they're all pretty hungry, going pretty wild for this food. I haven't even dropped anything in yet, right? This is just what's on my finger. Don't bite me, it's just a little bit there. And then yeah, let's chuck this in and see how the far out. They're just going crazy for it. All right, let's chuck this in. Ready? I'll try and film it and get it going in. All right, that's like half. Let's see what they think. That is literally like maybe 3/4 of what it was. Yeah, they're going pretty crazy. As you can see, the chromis are also going crazy, just picking at everything. What I probably should have done is actually turn the flow off and let them go absolutely wild with it. Even the hawkfish, he's got some. Crazy. Bird nose wrasse, absolutely, like just smashing the food. It'll be good for all the corals as well. So a lot of the corals, they'll pick up on the little bits and pieces that are floating around. A little male clownfish, he's picking at it, hiding in his little sinularia. Oh, Stripey's belly, he's getting fat. Mind you guys, that auto feeder up there is only rolled once today, so it's only fed them once today, and look how fat that stripey is already. Rabbit fish, he's picking at it. Pretty much everyone's slowed down a little bit. There's the male bird nose wrasse. He's loving it too. Up and down the long end, they're just loving it. I'll wait a little bit longer and then I'll feed them the rest of this. Just look at the different types of like sizes in there too, just with mixing them all together. So I'll probably have to tip this in, and then you can see like the little krill. As you can see, they're all waiting for round 2, and hopefully we don't get splashed. Sweet. Absolutely loving it. They're all gonna be fat as. Definitely have to check my nutrient levels after this because yeah, depending on if I feed pellets or frozen food, I know nutrients can go up and down, so you just got to be careful. If you're doing water changes and keeping on top of your maintenance, shouldn't be an issue. But I know some people like to rinse their frozen food to try and reduce phosphates. I don't know if that's a myth or not, but I have heard that people have had success with it. So I'll just go ahead and get some more water in there. That is too much water, but we'll go with it. And what I'll do is just dump the rest in. You can see all the frozen food just floating around. They definitely know where I feed them. They're just waiting for more food. But yeah, like coral's closed up. It's obviously either got smacked by a fish or maybe it's taken in some food. You can see, I don't know if you can see on the glass that the fish have just splashed everywhere. It yeah, it happens. But let me chuck my chuck that glass up there. Chuck the little portal back up here. Alright. And look, they're looking for the bigger, chunkier stuff, that's for sure. I'll also show you what I have been feeding in the way of dry food. I already feed on the daily basis these Oceannutrition Prime Reef Flakes. I didn't actually buy these when I was at Krackking Koral, but I already had them because I've heard great things about the Prime Reef Flakes. So they're a high protein marine fish food for carnivorous and omnivorous marine tropicals, which is cool. This packaging is really cool. Let me show you that. So I'm just resting you guys on the fish tank so you can see, but the packaging, if you need to read the instructions, right? Look at this, check this out. Rotate it around and you can see, let me go the other way so I don't undo the lid. You can see all the different, what is it called? Instructions and ingredients in different languages. So these smaller packets also do the same thing. This is brine shrimp plus flakes from Oceannutrition, and it's an attractive flavor for marine fish. So I thought this would be a different sort of mix for the fish. So other than just the prime reef flakes, give them some brine shrimp plus flakes as well. The package, that seal looks really cool actually. It's like it's got the Oceannutrition brand on it. Holy moly, look at the size of the flakes. So that is something that's actually pretty cool. So the fish food flakes are kind of huge. Let's dump this one in because it's big and I want to see how the fish react. So that's the brine shrimp plus flakes. Keen to see who smashes this. Stripey's waiting. Oh, they're not too sure about it. It's a bit of a big flake. They did just all get fed, so. Oh, bird nose. There you go. Tangs are loving it. Rabbit fish, stripey, forkfish maybe. Oh no, all gone. So you can really see that the fish love it. I'll show you the Formula 1 marine pellets. So these pellets are, when it focuses, a medium pellet. So I picked up a medium pellet because I think my fish are medium or large sized. Here's the packet for comparison to my sailfin tank, which I think is my largest fish. Rabbit fish is probably just as big. So let's open up these marine Formula 1 marine pellets. Soft and moist pellets with garlic. So if you don't know, garlic is a natural attractant for the fish. So if you're a picky eater, these Oceannutrition pellets will be pretty good for it. It says super color enhancing for carnivorous marine and tropicals. But look, once again, they got this cool spinning label. It's like 2 labels in one. Feeding instructions: should be fed 1 to 3 times a day. Only feed the amount your fish will consume within 5 minutes. Composition: so fish, fish derivative, cereals, mollusks, crustaceans, oils, fats, derivatives of vegetable origin, which is garlic, vegetable origin, same. Yeast, vegetables, algae, minerals. And it has all the additives there too. With bigger fish, you'll probably smash through these pellets. They do come in the larger, I believe the pellets come in the larger packet as well as the flakes that I showed you earlier. Let's open this up and see what the pellets look like. So once again, it's got that seal. Not one seal, but we have 2 seals. So what you actually have is the packet, I should say the packet and the container for them. So what I'm going to do is just put this up here and open the packet up. You don't want water or anything getting into these either. So if you put your fingers in your tank and then you want to grab more, probably just use a different hand. I gotta say, they definitely smell good. I think that's just the garlic, but it smells like a I'm trying to get the light into them at the moment. It smells like a good food. Whoa. So there's the pellets, medium sized. So I just tip the packet upside down and shake them all free. So now I've got all the pellets into the container. They fit really nicely. I'll chuck them in there so you can see. So they're a real nice orange colour. I'm guessing that's something to do with the ingredients that are in there. So fish and fish derivatives, mollusks and crustaceans. So I'll say something to do with the colour. Might be like a salmon colour, or sort of looks salmon-y to me. I gotta say, once again, it smells really good. The fish will definitely, if you have picky eaters, they'll definitely be attracted to the pellets. But let's get a pinch and see if the fish are still hungry. So, yep. Boom, smashed it. So what I'll be doing is putting some of these into my auto feeder. And as it said on the packet, it said they're soft. In regards to being soft, I'm giving that a light pinch sort of thing, and where'd it go? I just dropped it. Yeah, they are, I didn't even see that. It just disappeared. Let's give them a good size pinch. So the pellets sink really well as well, which is actually something I do look in a good marine pellet, is whether or not the pellet stays floating on the top of the surface. If a pellet sinks in the tank, like these pellets do, I actually prefer it because it's not then going to float on top of the water all the way down this back of the surface and to the weir. But these fish are loving these pellets. Let's try not to put too much in. Stripey again. Bird nose trying to come in there. Rabbit fish. I think they're a bit too big for you. Sorry, buddy. I might have to give you some flakes. He's looking at me going, bro, I'm never going to get a chance to get any. Bird nose just smashed it. Rabbit fish. Anyone would think I don't feed these fish, eh? So only like, out of a few, only a few stayed on the top of the surface, which is actually really impressive for a good quality marine pellet to sink. They're just hammering these pellets. Alright, the bird nose is looking a little bit chunky. He's going okay. We'll keep feeding them. They might, yeah, they're still hungry. And I cannot believe how much they're eating, eh? Absolutely smashing it. Little clownfish is coming over going, I can smell them, but I can't have any. Look at that. So yeah, that bird nose is chunky. The sailfin tang just there, looks like he's got his little belly out. Rabbitfish could probably eat this whole container on his own. Yellow tang, he's looking pretty fat and happy. Stripey, I know you're fat and happy. You've gotten heaps. Clownfish, yeah, she's always fat. She'll just bite your fingers off all the time. The chromis, these pellets are probably too big for the chromis, so that is something that is obviously an issue. If you buy the medium pellets for your smaller fish like your hawkfish and your chromis, and even small clownfish like this will go all the way back here. They might be too big of a pellet. So Ocean Nutrition do actually make these pellets in different sizes. So you might want to go grab, I will probably go grab the smaller pellet as well. If you're smart, you can put small and large pellets in your auto feeder. And I think from now on I'll be choosing the Ocean Nutrition brand because those pellets sink really well. Like really well. But yeah, I really truly think that that food that I just fed them, I mean look, there's water on the glass, they're just splashing and asking for more basically. I truly do believe Ocean Nutrition makes some of the best food. The prime reef flakes are definitely an option if you have higher nutrients because they can dissolve a lot easier. Especially if you have a smaller tank and you want your small crustaceans to pick them up. I find that flakes, not dissolve, but they break down easier and then can be extracted through your filtration a lot easier than pellets. Pellets though have the best option of being in an automatic food feeder. So I have the automatic food feeder up there with pellets in it now. I'll definitely be changing them out for the Ocean Nutrition ones. But yeah, I mean, these fish look fat and chunky. So I just really wanted to say thank you to Aquablue Distribution and Ocean Nutrition because Ocean Nutrition did hook me up with these. I actually truly believe that I think these pellets that I just tried out are going to be my new go-to food for the fish. Tank's doing really well. If you didn't watch my previous video, I'll chuck it up here. It was just a tank update, but yeah, thank you again. And if you use Ocean Nutrition, the prime reef flakes or the pellets, let me know how it goes. If you go buy some, drop down in the comments and let me know what you bought. I'm interested to see what other people are using and what other people are feeding their fish. So yeah, comment, like and subscribe. Peace.